Here we go.
It's alright, it's okay. Bris is traveling today.
Oh yeah, baby.
It's alright, it's okay. Across the country.
She looks like a traveling boat, doesn't she? We'll check out this island. See what we can do here full speed. We'll just give her a little pull here. To it, I guess I better lift this up. There we go. Intercoastal waterway, which is over there, and then you can go around to this anchorage over here, which is really nice. That over there is all Air Force property. You can't go over there. Standing on a hill on this island. There's the Lily Bella. I think I'm going to take the little boat and just buzz around a little bit. Maybe I'll stop in another spot on the island. We'll see. Go ahead and head back over there. One thing I can say about the electric, quiet. Gas, not so much. Let's go right over here. Wow, it really drops off. You can see how clear the water is. Very cool. Table is for. I wonder if it washed up in one of the hurricanes. Guess if you need to clean your fish, you got a spot here on the island. It's a heck of a table. There's two of them. I think they're here on purpose. I don't know. Strange. Underground cable. God, man. I wonder if that's a mooring cable. Holy crap. Long ago. You can see on this side over here the markers for the intercoastal. See our beautiful Florida pines. Blue heron up there. Well, I found that tying her right to the back is just as easy as going out the side. I just put a safety line on in one loop, and I can step right here, step right over. There's nothing to it. All right, we're actually day 2, but we got a late start yesterday, so really this is the first full day on the water. And I'll tell you what, that one of the big things is keeping things organized, keeping things clean. It's really tough. I like to keep, like I said before, the bed all the time. I really like to be able to just climb in at night, not have to put a bunch of stuff together. I just don't want to do that. But the little galley actually works really good to have that with the Bluetti power. But keeping it organized, man, it seems like it's always a big, huge mess. Everything. It's like there's always stuff, you know. That's definitely one of the challenges to long-term, is to stay organized and keep your stuff, you know, keep things where they're easy to get to, and looks, you know, like you're not some crazy guy in a boat. You know, you don't want to look like you're a hoarder that lives on a boat. Anyway, it's tough. All right, we'll start getting this salad ready. Oh baby, your top restaurants don't use a knife to cut their lettuce. It should be torn into small pieces or bite size. If the lettuce is being cut with a knife, well, you know you're not in a 5-star restaurant. Here we have our basic lettuce and tomato salad that we use some chunky blue cheese on that, and then on top of that, chicken. That is looking pretty good. Cooking dinner, and that's the backdrop right there. You just can't beat that, you know? That's what it's all about. Chicken salad. Now we put a little bit of blue cheese. All right, we're in night 2. Everything's going great. No mosquitoes. I do have the screens on, both the hatch and Dodger back here. And I think that maybe I was just too close to shore last night. It was the biggest problem because they do get gnats and no-see-ums and mosquitoes like crazy close to shore. So I'm out, a bit farther away. I think maybe that made the difference, but I'm gonna leave my screens up just the same because that really sucked last night and there was a lot of mosquitoes. All right, dinner was great. Everything's cool. I think I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos. My son said there's a good Netflix movie on. I might watch some Netflix, and everything's good. Getting ready for another day. All right, that's the beginning of the third day, and it is gorgeous out. Look at that water, absolutely phenomenal. You know, I put the boat back on last night, and I think we're gonna go further down the intercoastal today. But one thing's for sure, and one thing's really nice: no schedule. So when the sun comes up and I have my second cup of coffee, we're gonna do some more exploring. Just so much more to see. It's a little bit foggy this morning. It is the morning of day 3, and I've run the Bluetti down pretty low. Solar's not keeping up, and I've been using it to make coffee and a lot of other stuff, so I've been running the power. It's lasted into the third day, so that's pretty good. I'll show you how I do my charge up. I do have 200 watts of solar, but you're lucky if you get half of that. I mean, I don't have a premium solar setup that's, you know, I can direct it to sun and everything. So, and that's because I've got this Westinghouse 2000 watt. It's actually 2200 starting watts, 1800 running watts, but they call it a 2000. I've got a cord plugged into that. That comes around, and this is a pass-through. God, man, the boat gets so dirty so fast. And all that does is pass through to the inside, and here to this guy, which gives me a couple outlets and a couple USBs. When the generator powers this, that cord, look at my mess. See, I was getting ready to clean up, and I thought, well, while I'm cleaning up, might as well run the generator. No one's around, it won't bother anybody. You can see I got a mess going. Anyway, that cord comes around, comes out, and I've got 2 Bluetti chargers. Both of them push about 500 watt, or about 460, 467, 480, somewhere in there, watts. So it's like having 10 100 watt panels that are really working. Anyway, I'm gonna plug one in at a time to get it going. One's plugged into the standard charger port. The other one, I unplugged the solar, the 200 watts, and you get this adapter piece right there, and then your other charger will charge through the solar port. You see we're at 16%. We are using 32 watts on, it must be just the refrigerator. It doesn't use much really, but we've been doing a lot of stuff, so I don't know if the camera doesn't pick this up. It's sitting at 16%. I'm gonna see how much power I get from 2 chargers in 1 hour of generator runtime. So I'm gonna start the generator now. So for the generator, before I started, I'll show you. Made this little riser to get it up over the steering controls, and I can point the exhaust right here, kind of goes out, and it's not heating anything up. And also, this will close, the seat will close back up with that running on the outside, and then I can put the cushions back in, and it can check on it from looking over the back. So it works really well for that. All right, so the generator's running. One of the chargers is plugged in, not the other one. So you kind of block some of the noise. Generator's doing fine. Exhaust is fine. Awesome. Something else I should note. I've got this little USB powered fan that plugs right into the Bluetti and pulls about, I mean, a 1 watt. But it really does a good job of moving air. And when I'm charging, I take this little fan and make sure we got good airflow around the chargers, so nothing gets too hot, and then keep the air moving around down here so that so we stay in good shape as far as keeping everything cool, especially on a warmer day. Okay, let's check and see what we're doing. It is now 8:45 exactly. It's been exactly 1 hour since we started the generator and started her up, and we are at 63%. Okay, 63% minus, we started with 17%. We gained 46% in 1 hour. That's pretty good. So in 2 hours, unless you run it all the way down, 2 hours you should be at pretty close to full charge. That's really good. 2 hours of generator run time gives me about 3 days of electric. And that's using induction burners, a Keurig, toaster, charging all the electronics, running a refrigerator non-stop. Did you guys notice that I have a Trip Smith fan? Well, it's now 9:03. And we are at 97%. Both chargers. This seems like it's awful fast. Anyway, 9:03. We're at 97%. It's like logarithmically, it started charging when it got up to that last percentages. So I thought the sun was going to burn us off, but I tell you what, it's getting worse. Look at that fog. Just amazing. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. I'm certainly happy I'm not in any rush. And I think I'm going to cook breakfast. It is so still, the water is just awesome. Okay, the Bluetti is holding at 97%, and I'm going to use the induction and cook tried and true ham and cheese omelet. Cooking eggs cook fast, it makes sense, but for anything that takes any period of time, even boiling water, I don't think I would use the induction, just because much more efficient probably to use butane at that point. You're just going to run all your energy out of your system. But something quick like this, it's nice and easy. The Bluetti's at 97%, and it's pulling 790 watts. So it is pulling some power. We started at 97, so we're going to see what this does. little flipper. Let it cook on that side for a little bit. We're at 97%. Now we're at 94%. So 3%, just like the last time. It's doing the same thing. Last time I made egg omelet like this on a video, it took 3%. 3% again. Renewable energy. There's some Louisiana hot sauce. All right, we're gonna hoist this dinghy back on board, fight the current. She is on. All right, had a look at that water. It drops off right there. Slight change of plan. Heading Asnavar Beach, and there's some areas over there where I can anchor. I am headed down the intercoastal, and now we're headed towards Pensacola, which is the only port close by. And that's why red right return. So we got to keep our red buoys on the right, and we know we're in the channel. Take it up to cruising speed here in a second. So I'm finding that going from 3,000 to 4,000 RPMs, I really don't gain a lot of speed with the amount of RPMs I'm giving out. 3,000 RPMs, I get right at 10 miles, pretty close to 10 miles an hour. 4,000 RPMs, I get 11. It's like the gas mileage has got to be way better at 3,000 RPMs and about 9-10 miles an hour for cruising speed. To go distance, because we want to keep our gas consumption to a reasonable amount. It's already pretty good considering